no veas, a Sevilla. Y al último que cuando ya salió la bien de regla.
It is Thursday on Raid Shadow Legends, but you knew that. Now, last July was the Fragment Collection fusion for Packmaster Shayak. He was primarily designed to work with the various hound-like champions in the game. They're all listed here, but he could function by himself to a relatively serviceable level. He used to be better back when Taunt would actually interfere with how Hydra heads could devour your champions, but with hydrapocalypse that got taken away, so he kind of became even more obscure than he already was in the first place. And many saw the one epic hound and the rest rares, which were all decisively underwhelming, and they're asking Plarium again and again, oh, give us a legendary hound, give us better epic ones, give us a mythical hound, to which people were saying, no, don't put in a mythical slot, that's the worst thing you could possibly do, which didn't happen luckily, but we were waiting a long time, because it wasn't until very recently that we got the fusion for Kro'khad the Throatripper, who is the legendary hound that was teased for quite some time because the model was around, and now he's here. And how is he? He's pretty good. So to go over what he has, first off is an AoE which deals extra damage to enemies that would otherwise have DR against AoE effect, so Hydra heads, Duchess, etc., and will ignore all reflect damage buffs and effect. So that's anything Hydra has, Chimera has, anything else. Ally protection, because again there are passive effects like that, like the mastery. Let me check what it's called real quick. Also, this is mostly myself talking, so you can alt tab if you want, and I'm not really going to be saying too much like that requires you to look at the screen. Game, please work, this is not difficult. It will also ignore Bulwark Mastery, and if we now quickly go back to Kro'khad, then this has a multiplier of 2.2x attack, which would seem quite low, but it does double damage if counterattacking with Packmaster Shayak on the team. And yes, this champion will counterattack every time Packmaster Shayak is hit. No cooldown at all. A2 is an AoE that places Leech and Weaken. Good for Chimera, good for Hydra, and if Packmaster Shayak's on the team, these debuffs do not check accuracy, and then places an extra hit. Now, the first hit happens, then the debuffs, then the extra hit, so you don't need other debuffs to be on there in the first place. And this has a multiplier of 3.3x attack, so obviously it'll go up to 6.6x if it's double a hit, which is very high. And then the A3 attacks the enemy, 30% defense shred, ignores both of these so that a couple of the Hydra's defenses don't work. Also, Incense Grill Bearer A2, but you're not going to see her in Arena. And anything that redirect attacks damage debuffs. So Mischief won't work, UDK won't work. I believe this skill also ignores Taunt, but I've not personally tested it. And we'll repeat this once if Packmaster Shayak's on my team. And this has a multiplier of 3.8x attack, so 7.6x on the double hit. And then it has a scaling passive, 5% whenever it kills something or decaps anything, doubles those bonuses if Packmaster Shayak is on the team, which given this champion's already very high attack stat, is going to make it even better. Pardon me. And then if a head's devoured, it will instant activate Dominant Predator on that, so hits them for a 7.6x attack that ignores their defense and other ways to mitigate damage. So that's probably going to get them right out of Vidura right away. And then there's the attacker, which is pretty much fine. So this champion seems very good, right? And they are. So why don't you see people talking about it? Why don't you see people using it? And the answer is simple. It's not that they haven't fused them, because, well, I have fused them. Well, fused it. It's right here. So why haven't I taken that out of a portal? First off, there is no champion training tournament that would pay me for leveling them, ascending them, using skill tomes. There's been a champion training event, but no tournament. There's also been no champion chase tournaments that would pay me 500 points for taking it out of a portal. And then there has also been no soul event yet. Because tomorrow is the Orcs Path, where if you either get artifacts or crack open your shard collection, you'll get either Packmaster Strike if you didn't get them last July, or a 5-star soul pack for Kro'khad the Throatripper, which I am going for because I think it is a very strong champion. So yeah, the reason why people aren't talking about them yet is because they haven't taken them out of a portal, haven't got the soul, haven't built them. When that happens, you're going to start seeing a lot more about them. Also, hard mode faction wars is still too fucking difficult, so even with this pair like this, you might not end up clearing 21 in a way, and definitely not with all trials done. Also, in case you're wondering, no, I didn't actually even do this fusion because I saw the FOMO aspect of, oh, you're going to need the champion and then any dogs afterwards. But then I got them out of a shard. And then I got another one. If I go over to my faction guardians, see, I have 2 of them. One's at 5-star because, you know, I got the 5-star soul from out of Eternal Soulstone and then just a regular one that time. Probably not going to level. Having 2 Krok'hads is very good. 2 Shyeks, not as much. Anyway, there's that. If there is 3x on for... Is it Finite or Spider? I think it might be Finite starting on Saturday. If it's 3x Savage, I'll do some of that. Otherwise, I'll break open some of my Sacred Shards and hopefully there's something good and progressive. Might not be, but yeah. That's been myself talking for quite some time. A bit clickbait, you would have thought, what? You think this champion's bad? Nah, I wouldn't do that. I'm only doing this sort of thing ironically. Also, yeah, no face cam because I haven't got around to getting a new one. So yeah, I'm done. I'll let you go and you can have just imagine this, but see ya.